It wasn't. Okay, now it is. Cool. That would have been disastrous. So we are kicking off 2019 in the middle of February, and that's okay because many of us were at the leadership event in Florida, which took some time planning, and then there is a lot going on with this team, and so I did not want to come on and have a team call unless I had like some tangible, good stuff to share with you guys. So I'd rather push the call off than get on and give you like some little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'd rather give you a plan, which is what I'm going to do. The major part of this plan, after we go through recognition, the major part of this call is going to be, obviously there's a bunch of releases coming up, so I want to talk dates. Our next surge call is really going to talk strategy and rolling things out. But so many different age group coaches. There's new coaches. There's coaches that are sitting at Emerald that really want to push to Diamond. There's Star Diamond coaches. There's all these different levels of coaches, more than we've ever had in the history of Faithfully Fit. So it's taken me a little while to figure out, how do we support everybody? How do we support everyone so they feel like they are in abundant growth mode? But I don't want to keep throwing training, because we could sit and train all day, and really, like, we got to take bits and pieces of what we know and just put it into action. So that's what I'm going to share with you. You're definitely going to need a pen and paper, or however it is that you take notes for this call. And there will be definite time for Q&A. So just someone holler at me, because when I'm in share mode, I can't see your beautiful faces, which is, maybe Zoom does have the capability, but I am a terrible learner when it comes to Zoom. I just haven't taken the time to really learn it. Alicia gets so frustrated when she's like, what's your Zoom number? I'm like, I don't know. I've looked everywhere. I can't find it. All right, so we're going to get started. We're going to start off with recognition. So it is no surprise that Juliet and Alicia are our top two Success Club earners in the middle of the month. And if you guys can just mute it, there's some clicking, and I know we all have husbands and spouses and kids. So if you can click it while you're on listen mode, that would be awesome, and just mute it. Okay, so Juliet and Alicia already, but this report was done on the 14th of the month. So if you see your name up here and it's not correct, it's because we're 5 days late, but I wanted to hold off on sharing this. But one of the coolest things about this is that there are new names on here. There are new names like Pamela Pritchard, who is brand new at coaching, or Kim O'Brien, who is brand new at coaching, or Victoria Adams, who is brand new at coaching, that are on here for Success Club, which means they're already starting to change lives, which is awesome. So it's fun to get your name up here. It's super fun to get your picture up here. So wanted to congratulate everybody who's on here, as well as some rank advancements that we've had. Beautiful Louise Johnson and beautiful Amanda March, both brand new Emerald coaches, which is excited. I get so fired up about Emerald just because that means you're eligible for leads and you're eligible for Team Cycle Bonus. And that's what we want. We want to start getting at least our Shakeology or Daily Sunshine or whatever it is that you do or drink or consume. We want that paid for. And so that's a really awesome achievement. And then I wanted to highlight Alicia, who is officially a 2-star diamond coach. For those of you that don't know, when you hit 2-star diamond, you have to hold it for 6 weeks. And after you hold it during your qualification period, you get to open a second business center. So Alicia now has Alicia 2. And what's really cool about a second business center is that doubles your income. And so she runs all of her Success Club points now through her second business center, which is a whole different training in itself. But if there's anything the girls who came to Florida took away, it's that they have to get to 2-star, because it's the way that you compound your income. And Juliet hit 2-star in 2018, and her Juliet 2 is already a diamond coach. So that in a perfect world would increase your rank, but you've got to have equal diamonds on right and left side, and sometimes that doesn't always happen. So I think there's some cool things to happen for Miss Juliet Hahn. And as of last Thursday, Elise Dosick began her 2-star qualification, which is amazing and could not be done without her team, specifically Elise and Angela are the dynamic duo. They have a really awesome chemistry. They both are such hard workers. And of course, Elise's parents who've helped and supported her, which is amazing. So Elise is in Florida with her family visiting her parents, but she started that on Thursday. It has not been easy for her. It has not been easy for Angela. So I love the fact that they're persevering together as a team, which is amazing. Okay, let's move on. Any recognition that I missed? Hopefully not. But if I did, we're going to have to highlight that in March. Okay, it doesn't look like it. All right, so training and support group. So like I said, let me unshare for a second. So just to make this easy, because this is what gets tricky, is that you could be what we term a baby coach. A baby coach is like 0 to 6 months. It's not a derogatory tone. I felt like I was a baby coach for my first 2 years. Baby coach just means that you are super, super new into the business, but there are actual baby coaches who are diamond coaches already. So sometimes your tenure and your rank don't necessarily go together. But for instance, when I first became a 5-star diamond coach, I had been doing this for 2 years. I still felt like a baby coach. By no means did I feel like I had all the information. So when I'm talking through the training and support groups, I'm going to talk about it in 3 silos to try to make it easy for you guys. And I'm doing those silos through rank. Okay. So when I talk about a newer coach, if you are a coach that is either brand new, or if you are coach ranking, no matter how long you've been a coach, that's going to be your silo, right? If you are an emerald, ruby, or a diamond and you're wanting to expand your business, that's going to be your silo. And if you're a star diamond, that's going to be your silo. And I think that will help make it a little bit easy. And so bear with me as I go through all the training, and then I have a summary slide that you guys can screenshot to make this easy for you to consume. Okay, so here we go. We got all of the available trainings and support groups. This girl is just as excited and fired up as I am, because I love being able to give some good stuff for you guys to learn how to take this business to the next level. So the first thing, if you are not part of the Beachbody Champions page, you need to become part of it, okay? All you have to do is go and add your name, and they will accept you in a day or two, and they is corporate. Kevin Shaw is the guy that you will actually see. He's part of our training development team. I'm actually on I'm on a committee of maybe like 15 coaches, and we're giving feedback to the Beachbody Champions page on how it can be used in a better way. But one of the things I love, raise your hand if you've been on Brandy Truex's Power Hours. Best power hours of my life. Who's been on them? Raise your hand. Yeah, they're amazing. And Brandy's energy is amazing, and she's definitely got a gift. So I'm sure that Brandy is going to make her appearance and throw out hey, I'm doing my power hour ever so often. Beachbody Champions page is doing a action hour, which is the same thing, every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's recorded, so if you're at work, if you can't be there, that's okay. You can watch it later. But 6 p.m. UK, 10 a.m. in Pacific Standard Time, and it's going to be a top coach that's leading it. And I just took an image from last week, and you can see this girl, Kate Schultes, is a 6-star diamond elite coach. She ran it. So you just go straight to that page, and the action hour is there. And the reason that it's important is because if you are going to choose to be in a new coach, in part of the new coach Launchpad group, you are going to have to do that training on your own time, that power hour. So every single Wednesday, we are going to be, and we being the 2-star diamond coaches on this team. So if the qualified 2-star diamonds, which is Juliet, Alicia, and myself. So as of right now, we're the 3 2-star coaches who are able to give their time on Wednesdays. And this is going to be for any coach that is either brand new, or you are a coach and you feel like you need a launch pad to the next level, okay? And we are going to be specifically using this, which is the new Success Club system, as a tracking mechanism. And we are also going to be using the call from the day before during that action hour in order to have some meat to talk about, right? So we're going to talk about what the takeaways were from the action hour, best practices from some of the things in the action hour. We're going to be sharing our Success Club system tracker, which is the best BAT that I've used. This is the 5th BAT I've used, business activity tracker, since I've been a coach. So if you're looking for it, it's right here. It's in FaithFully Fit Central. It is also in the Beachbody Champions page. If you go to that Facebook page and you click on the file tab, that's where you'll find it, and you can make a ton of copies. But what I really love about it is it's so updated. It includes things like Instagram stories. It includes things like running polls. It includes things like call to actions. So if you want to be part of the new Coach Launchpad, the schedule is right here. We're just going to try this out for the month of March, and we're going to alternate noon, 8:30, noon, 8:30. So these, again, are being run by 2-Star Diamonds. So it's taken a while. I see a lot of you taking pictures of this, which is awesome. And this PowerPoint will also go in FaithFully Fit Central later on tonight. But the first call is going to be next Wednesday with Alicia at noon, and these are all Eastern Standard Times. So again, you need to touch base with your personally sponsored coach. There will be a link posted in FaithFully Fit Central, because we will have a Facebook page for this Coach Launchpad. And if you are going to do this Coach Launchpad, what you're committing to is watching the action hour the Tuesday before, so that when you get with your 2-star coach, you can talk through the Launchpad, go over the Success Club tracker. And the cool thing about this tracker is that it starts on Thursday. So that's the first day of the week. So it goes Thursday to Wednesday. So by the time we have these calls on Wednesday, you've already done your Tuesday action hour, and you're on the very last day of your tracker. So we actually have some meat to talk about, which is why we're doing these calls on Wednesdays. So that, again, is for brand new coaches or coaches who are coaches and want to be launched into a different rank, or you want to take your business to the next level. Coaching opportunity calls. This is another option for really any level of coach, but many of you who have been coaching for a while being like over 9 months, all the way up to 4 years, and you want to grow your team, but you're a little bit anxious about how to attract coaches. We do what's called coaching opportunity calls. So there's 2 options on doing those calls. If you want to observe every single Wednesday, Wednesday's the day, every single Wednesday at 8:30 p.m., the first Wednesday of every single month at 8:30 p.m. is going to be the call that the 2-Star Diamond coaches are running. We are running a coaching opportunity call. We're doing it March, April, and May. We're going to do it for 3 months, see how it goes. Anybody can sit in on that call, but that is a call that is being hosted by the 3 of us for people that we are trying to attract to the business. So Alicia and Juliet and myself, it's our job to find our own people, and we'll be basically giving them the reasons that we think that they should be a coach through a PowerPoint presentation that we will share with the team. And then when you are ready to do a call, there will be a standing call the 3rd Wednesday of every month at 8:30. And that is going to be an opportunity for Emeralds, Diamonds, or 1-Star Diamond coaches to run their own opportunity calls with support. So one of the 2 stars will sit in on that call, basically to be a participant, and to give feedback if you want feedback, to have some Q&A and some masterminding afterwards, but also just to be that security blanket. I know when I was a brand new coach, I did not run a coaching opportunity call until at least 2 years, because my coach wasn't a sharing coach, and I was too scared to run a call like this by myself. I was like, what if someone asked me a question I don't really know how to answer? I would much rather talk to people about it face to face. I don't want to do a call. What if nobody shows up to my calls? You have all of these thoughts that happen. So what is going to happen is on the week that we're getting ready to do this call, or probably the week before, let's say that Alicia has the first 3rd Wednesday, which is going to be on March 20th. I don't know if she does or not. We don't have that schedule yet. But whatever coach that is going to be like, all right, who's going to be doing the coaching opportunity call? Who's recruiting? Who's inviting? Who's going to be doing this? You guys as a group are going to figure out how many of you are going to do it. You have the PowerPoint presentation, and now you have the opportunity, okay, there's 4 of us. Let's do a separate Vox call. And you get your call content ready. You can use our PowerPoint. You don't have to use our PowerPoint. You can take slides out. You can do whatever you want. You can stick your logo on it, take our logos off. And you have the opportunity to do that call and to have a 2-star coach on there, so that if a question does pop up and you're not sure how to answer it, you've got this like security blanket. And then when all the potential coaches get off of the phone after your 45-minute presentation, you have an opportunity to do some Q&A and some masterminding with a 2-star coach who's obviously done a pretty good job recruiting coaches in order to move their rank to that level. All right, does anyone have any questions before I move on? Or Alicia, do you want to, or Juliet, do you want to pipe in?
I think that the last slide will help make it more clear, just in terms of where I go, depending on what I'm looking for. Plus, in individual team pages, like I'm creating a calendar for my team with all of this summarized, and I'm sure that'll be the case for some other teams. So this might feel overwhelming, but the only feeling you should have is just excitement that there is going to be different avenues for support for anything you might need for the whole year, which is awesome. So you can just walk away with that, and then the details will help walk you through.
We could probably make a very funny blooper if you were to listen to the Vox chain of the 3 of us trying to get all these dates correct. So I do have a summary at the end, because we were like, hold on, what Wednesday are we talking about? And obviously if there's a coaching opportunity call at night, that meant that the new coach call had to be in the afternoon. It was blooperish. So thank you. If you're feeling overwhelmed or confused, don't worry. We were at the same place, and we have a slide that's going to help walk you through this.
So the
go ahead.
thing I wanted to say is, if you're like, I don't know what call I want to be on, you can jump on as many calls as you want and then figure it out, kind of wean it out. So like, don't feel like, oh my gosh, I have to know exactly what call I want to be on, and then like be stuck to that.
Yeah. All right. So let me get to that slide so that everybody gets to their like, oh, here it is. Okay. So these are the dates for the coaching opportunity calls. These are all of the 3rd Wednesdays for the next 3 months. That is if you want support. These are led by you all at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to skip that slide right now. I'm going to come back to it.
Can I add just one thing, Tracy? I'm sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
So these are just times that we have committed to already. But of course, if there is another day, you've got a couple people and that doesn't work for you, please reach out to one of us, because we can probably make ourselves available with enough notice. We just like having these there, so there's a date to shoot for, and we can start ramping up our recruiting, knowing that the 3rd week of the month, there's going to be a call. So
right.
Maybe the first 2 weeks of that month, we can just keep that in mind. So I just don't want you to feel like, oh, I can't do that date, I'm away. Please, like, we will arrange our schedules to make it happen for you, because this is going to be a really important part of your business for sure.
Yeah. And that's also to say, like, let's say that somebody tells you on like the 27th of the month that they want to coach. We don't want you to say, oh, you have to wait 3 weeks till I do that call. Like, you got to strike when the iron's hot. And I'm sure your personally sponsored coach or your upline coach will make themselves available, just like Alicia said. All right. So if you guys are not aware, Shred Nation is, we're part of their umbrella, right? So Shred Nation is run by a husband and wife couple, Rob and Chelsea Pearson. They have so much content on their pages. And so if you're not part of some of these pages, this is another place that you can go for support. So they have the Shred Nation Coach family. And that's if you just want some, access to their miracle mornings, if you just want some recognition. They have a place just for Shred Nation emeralds. That's called the Emerald Circle. You've got to be an emerald. And then they've also got the Shred Nation Diamonds Club. That's for diamonds. So there is also training and videos and other coaches and other teams looking for, hey, I've got a new coach at 3 months. She needs a accountability partner. And that is all within Shred Nation as well. So again, you're going to have access to these slides, but I just wanted to let you know, because I feel like Shred Nation is underutilized for the amount of good content that's in there. And when I ran a poll at the very beginning of January and I said, like, hey, who needs what? everybody was like, I need more, I need more, I need more training, more support, more this, more that. And again, what we don't want to do is keep reinventing the wheel when it's already there. We want to get you the support that you want, but we also don't want to get stuck in training, right? We have to just go out there and be brave and sometimes fail forward, right? But go to Shred Nation. Again, if you want to take a look at those slides later, you can. And Shred Nation, just like FaithFully Fit, they go through what Rob Pearson calls his audits. So he'll go through and have probably his virtual admin go through and see if you're not Emerald anymore, they remove you from the group. If you're not Diamond anymore, they remove you from the group. If you're not aware of FaithFully Fit, the requirement to stay in FaithFully Fit Central is 1 Success Club point over the quarter. So you may or may not know that you actually can get 1 Success Club point if you are selling multiple home direct products that equal 90 PV in the course of 31 days. So for instance, if you sold somebody a 3-day refresh, and 2 weeks later they a 3-day refresh with Shakeology, which is 50 PV, and then they go and buy 2 Shakeology boosts 3 weeks later, you will get 1 Success Club point as long as they're putting those things on HD. So the reason that we have some sort of a policy is the wrong word. We want FaithFully Fit Central to be a place where it's growing coaches. Doesn't matter what your speed is, but in the course of 13 weeks, you should be able to bring in 1 Success Club point, which means that you're sharing one of our vital behaviors, that you're sharing our products either from a retail standpoint or from a coach invite standpoint, so that this page is filled with growing coaches, which is what makes a mastermind group, which is what creates a culture that we want, because team helps beget team. If there's something going on in your life and you need to talk about it and you need to step away, there's always those conversations that we have. So it's not meant to be but it is meant because as I was weeding through all of FaithFully Fit Central at the end of last year, there were coaches that hadn't been active in a very, very long time. And sometimes people go live on FaithFully Fit Central. I know I certainly do. And I'm sharing things that I want to share with my people who are investing with me. And they're personal things that I want to share with those that want to be part of what we're doing. And I was having some coaches watch things that hadn't really been coaching, and it just felt unauthentic. So there's got to be a culture that's maintained, and that's how we're going to do it. So if you have any questions about that, come talk to me. Okay, so here's the overview slide that we are looking for. Okay, what are my options? What are my training options? What is the overview? So here we go. If you are a brand new coach, you have the new coach Launchpads every Wednesday. If you need to go back and take a picture, we'll go back to that. You have your action hours on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock in the Beachbody Champions page. Emerald to 1-star coaches, you have your action hours. You have the team coaching opportunity calls where you're able to present the opportunity with support the 3rd Wednesday. You have your own team calls, and you have Shred Nation trainings. So much Shred Nation training. 2-star diamond coaches, I have a standing mastermind call with Alicia and Juliet, and hopefully soon to include Elise in that, as well as other coaches who have 2- and 5-star diamond on their minds. One of the things that I love about our team is that last year it was like everybody wanted to get to 1-star. The year before it was everyone wanted to get to diamond. And as our team keeps growing, the bar keeps rising as far as what other teams want to do. And that's the exciting part about growth. So 2-star, I hope next year it's a 5-star mastermind group. But for 2-star, once you're 2-star and get through that entire qualification, those mastermind calls are open to you on Tuesdays at 12:30, as well as the action hours on Tuesdays, as well as the coaching opportunity call, which is the first Wednesday of every month, that's hosted by other 2-stars. Because sometimes we're talking about different things in terms of the experience that we've had as coaches when we've been doing it a little bit longer. Also, this is going to be posted in our team as the banner. So that's all of your dates. That's going to be the banner of FaithFully Fit Central. So again, if you want to go take a copy of that, you can go save that image. Tracy T should have that up by tomorrow. And our next surge call is going to be on March 11th at 8:30. And that's a Monday. So that is going to be that call is going to be primarily talking about a strategy for rolling out the ultimate portion fix. So we're going to hit on it tonight, but we're not going to go totally into the rollout just from a time standpoint. Okay. Accountability pods. I know that I have a lot of coaches in box pods. So if you need a pod, if you need an accountability partner, talk to your personally sponsored coach. You can go also post in FaithFully Fit Central. You can go into Shred Nation. There's a ton of people in Shred Nation that are looking for accountability partners. Once you hit 5-star, there's a room in Facebook called the boardroom, and we go in there all the time. And it's like, my name is so-and-so. I am a 12-star diamond coach. I have fallen down to 5-star. I need a kick in the butt. This is what my problem is. This is what I need to focus on. Who wants to be my accountability partner? There's that kind of stuff that happens all the time where we're pairing off with different teams. Okay, mark your calendars for super weekends. They're no longer called super Saturdays because a lot of them are either on Fridays or on Sundays. But there is some really cool stuff coming out, right? So April 13th, they're going to announce another top consumable product launch that will most likely be released around Summit. The July super weekend is going to be obviously around the launch of Morning Meltdown 100 with Jericho. And then November 2nd, there's going to be a new fitness program launch. It will probably be the program they announce at Summit, and it will be released probably in November for at least VIP access. Okay, any questions so far? We doing good? We're right on schedule. Okay, cool. All right, so it's time to move on to what we have coming up. So let's talk about Summit. So for those of you who were in Florida, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this at the end when I go through goals, but I did this leadership retreat in Florida, and I was like, oh, I don't think we're going to do a leadership retreat for 2019, which might change. I said, but what we are going to do to make this easy is we're going to do a Summit Staycation that people can earn. So instead of having another retreat, where I know it can be hard to get away and to figure out childcare and to leave your full-time job, and it gets so stressful, we're all going to Summit anyway, so I'm going to create a way that we can earn an extra day at Summit, and I'm calling it the Summit Staycation. So what that means is most of us either wake up at the crack of dawn on Sunday to fly home only to be totally exhausted that we can't talk to our families by the time we get off the airplane, or we hang out on Sunday and go home a little bit later, still tired and feeling a little bit guilty that we didn't get home earlier, when if we would have gotten home earlier, we would have sort of been useless anyways. So I thought to myself, why not do one extra day at Summit since we're already flying out there to do a Summit Staycation? So what does that include? So that means that all day Sunday, like the event closes with the Beachbody Challenge on Saturday night, which we're all keeping our fingers crossed that Julie is one of those finalists. It's the most amazing party on Saturday night. Everybody typically goes home on Sunday. This Summit Staycation is going to be staying in Indianapolis all day Sunday, starting off with obviously a workout and breakfast, and then it will include a mastermind and a download and a strategy session of what we took in from Summit. A lot of times it's like we come home from Summit, we leave everything from Summit for a day or two to let it process and to sort of reacclimate back into our families. Well, while it's still fresh in our brain, let's put some strategy in place and some action in place. And once we do that, let's go to the spa, let's relax, let's have an early dinner, let's go to bed, let's wake up and fly out Monday morning so that we are able to be recharged and come back fully present for our families. So that is going to be something that is open to every single coach in our downline. I'm going to throw out the qualifications for that. They're halfway done. But the cool thing is with this qualification is that every single coach is going to have the opportunity to come. It's going to be just as easy for Pam Pritchard, who's been coaching for like a week, to get there as it will be for like Pam Blackwell, who's been coaching for 3.5 years. So the qualifications are going to be set up based on where you are today, and they're going to be in alignment with the road to elite. And if you don't know what that is, you'll learn about what it is. And it will include the mastermind, the download, a spa afternoon that will be a treat on me. It will include dinner, which will be a treat on me. It will include your hotel for an extra night on me. So because it is an investment that I want to make with people that want to lock arms with me and with this team, there are going to be qualifications around that, and those will be announced in FaithFully Fit Central next week. So I'm super pumped because I think having all different levels of coaches attend that and have something to look forward to is going to be something really awesome. Okay, any questions on that? No. Okay. We'll keep going. All right. So product launches, we're going to roll through this really quickly, but how awesome was it to have Energized Fruits fruit come on out earlier than we expected? Lauren really threw me for a loop this morning. I thought she got it at like 8 a.m. I was like refreshing every 2 seconds. So Pam's tried it. Pam, do you want to just give us a quick 20-second blurb on how awesome it is? Pam? Pam?
Not me.
Pam? Okay, we're going to move on. I don't know.
All right, wait, no, sorry, I couldn't unmute myself.
Okay.
It's really good. So we tried it, Alicia and I tried it at NLC. I really didn't expect to like it. I thought it was going to be I thought I was going to be drinking Hawaiian punch, and I'm not a fruit punch girl. It's really good. There's like something citrusy or something, almost grapefruit or something that cuts the sweetness. So it's got like it's that fruity flavor, but without being overly sweet. So I really liked it.
Cool. I can't wait. I do not like fruit punch, so I'm hoping it's nothing like fruit punch.
And I heard, didn't Jennifer post that they're already out of the tubs? I think they're
out of the individual packets, I think is what she's trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah, they're out of the fizzy sticks.
Okay.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Juliet and I didn't make it. We had the opportunity to try it, and we picked margaritas by the pool instead. So anyway, that should tell you enough about that. We never made it to there, but we trust you that it's good. I ordered mine today. All right. Ultimate Portion Fix. You guys, I have note card upon note card of what this program is going to be. So let me just say one thing, because I'm not going to go into it today because that's going to be the March 11th call. There's a ton of training in Beachbody Champions that Kevin has released. Tomorrow, the training goes up as far as how much challenge packs cost and completion packs. Do me a favor. If you feel like this call is a little bit overwhelming, like just go watch the training on what is included in the Portion Fix program first before you start to digest how much challenge packs are. Because what makes this program really cool is that if you're 2B Mindset certified, it's going to be very similar to that, where Autumn is going to have 30 videos, 7 modules. You're going to get your workbook. You're going to be able to take your notes. There's going to be a tracker, but it's also going to include her Volume 2 Fixate cookbook. And if you ever saw the very first cookbook, it was a huge hit. Huge. It's a very good cookbook. So the Volume 2 is coming out, as well as the family-centered ebook, which is going to be 75 kid lunch recipes. So opposed to this being a portion fix, which it is going to be about portions, but if you've ever heard me talk about it, I'm like, I'm a 2B girl because I don't want my 3 daughters seeing me measure my food. I'm like super anal about that because I want them eating for health and not about what food does to their body, right? So this is super family oriented, and it's basically teaching you how to manage portions when you're cooking out of the cookbook or when you're cooking for a family, opposed to 1 yellow container equals this. Okay. So that's what the revamp is all about. The cool thing is April 1st is when she goes live and she does these brand new remix of the 21-day fix. Starts April 1st. 3 weeks is going to be 21-day fix. She takes a week off, and then she does 3 weeks of 21-day fix extreme. All brand new workouts, still 30 minutes. This is the cool thing. Some of these completion packs are going to include access to those workouts only without having to purchase Beachbody On Demand. Oh, I just got a wow by Angela. I know, I was blown away too. So anyway, that's what I mean by like, make sure you understand like what the program is all about before you start. If you go into challenge packs and you're reading that, you're going to be like, what? You're going to be totally confused. So Beachbody Champions page, there is a whole, it's like 28 minutes. I listen to it with earbuds on as I'm blow drying my hair, as I'm straightening my hair, and I'm writing notes down. And then I listen to it again when I was driving to let it really sink in so that now I can understand how much do challenge packs cost? How do I market this to people who love To Be Mindset, right? So I love To Be Mindset. I know like Amanda Marsh, she loves To Be Mindset. She had amazing success with it. Just because we love To Be Mindset doesn't mean everyone else does. There are people out there who love the containers. There are also people out there who absolutely loved the 21-day fix. They got insane results with it 5 years ago when it was released. And guess what? Their coach has quit. They don't have a coach anymore. So you've got to find those people that need you, that know that you're going to be running a challenge group, and that know, like, I'm running a 30-day nutrition group with both Amanda's and Elise Dosick, and it's geared toward taking the best of To Be Mindset and the best of Portion Fix. But one of our main goals is going to be dropping breadcrumbs about the ultimate portion fix that's going to be released in March. The other cool thing is we as coaches get it first. So we get it on March 5th, and the rest of the world, the retail customers cannot buy it. No, we get it March 4th. The rest of the world can't buy it till March 18th. So it gives you 2 full weeks to explore what the program is and to learn it and understand it so that you can get your call to actions right and confidently invite. Whereas like 2B, we all got it on the same day. And it was a little bit intimidating for some coaches that way. So I don't want to spend much more time on that because I don't want to keep you guys forever, but you good? Okay, cool. I love this image right here. This is from Alicia. She will be happy to share it. It's a great screensaver that you can you guys see it? Am I sharing my screen?
No, you're not sharing your screen.
Oh, thank you. Gosh, okay. I was like, this is moving too easily. There it is. You see it now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. So you can take this. She'll put it in FaithFully Fit Central. It's a great screensaver. It has all of the dates. So after you watch all of the training in Beachbody Champions page, you can just look at this and see what your key dates are so that you and your team and your coach can come up with what your strategy is going to be for rollout. Okay. And I'm going to skip over this. You guys can come look at this later, but this is just your FAQs, all the FAQs on what you might want to understand. Okay. Whew. Guess what's coming? Jericho. Morning Meltdown 100. So the cool thing about this, 100 workouts every morning, 20 to 40 minutes. The goal for everyone doing this program is just to do 100 workouts. And she has a DJ that's kind of like, whatever this is called. I don't know what this is called. When the DJs get the music going, she's got the DJ like, okay, turn it up, turn the tempo up, turn it down. It's got cool music so that there's not as much talking and it's a little more like being able to get into the zone. One of the coolest things is, you may or may not know this, but you've got the opportunity to, where is that slide? You've got the, oh, there it is. It's out of order. You've got the opportunity to get into that test group. There's 3 different groups for coaches. So go and look at this too. If you are a coach that signed on June 1st up until February 28th, you have the top 20 Success Club earners in that group can be in the test group for Miracle Morning, for the Morning Meltdown with Jericho. So I know we're going to get a ton more about that at Summit because early access is going to be right after Summit in July. So we'll get more. I'm sure it's going to be that, again, coaches are going to get access probably on the 1st of July, and we're going to be able to have access sooner than the rest of the world. I think that's the new trend going forward so that we are better educated coaches. But those are the very penciled in dates right now, and then it will come to the BOD library in October, just like Lift 4 did over the summer. Okay. Whew. So I'm about to close this up right here with team goals and building your momentum into March. So I think that none of this really matters, right? None of what we're talking about, support groups, training, summit, product launches, none of it matters if you are not clear as an individual on what your mission is as a coach. You've got to get clear on that. One of the coolest things somebody asked me the other day is like, oh, okay, like they were helping me with some social media stuff, and they were like, so what kind of person are you looking for? And it was surprising to myself that I couldn't just rattle it off. I was like, let me think. I should be able to rattle that off, right? Which then had me spending a half a day just in like, okay, what am I looking for? What am I doing? What is my mission? And just getting myself clear on what that is, because as coaches, that keeps changing, right? My mission on what I'm doing going into year 5 is different than what it was when I was a brand new coach. So I wanted to share with you guys what my mission is so that it might inspire you to figure out what your mission is so that you are really clear on who you are, right? So in my mind, Faithfully Fit provides a business opportunity for women to use their God-given gifts to devote and serve others through living a life of physical, mental, and emotional wellness. That's it. It comes from me being really crystal clear on the fact that I want to grow a team, period. I want Star Diamond coaches. I want 25 Star Diamond coaches in the next 2 years. And why do I want that? Because that means that other women are creating a business that fits their own personal mission that's helping other people. And it also means that if there's Star Diamond coaches, they're actually making an income. And it's one thing that I want to be bolder about this year is not shying away from talking about the income opportunity with what we do. Because every single one of us is sitting on a call at 9:15, giving up sleep, not putting kids to bed, not being with our spouses. And guess what? Like, we don't do that for free. We shouldn't do that for free. We want to be compensated for it. We want to be compensated for the time that we're putting into this so that we can pay it forward in ways to the people that we love. So that is important. And we don't have a platform, you guys. We don't have a platform to share our own visions if we don't have a business. If your business isn't there, you don't have a platform, right? So be really clear on what your personal vision is. If you don't know, if you can't rattle that off, if someone says, hey, Brandy, what does your team stand for? If you're not able to rattle that off, that means you just need to spend some quiet time figuring out what that is, okay? So in closing, I want to talk about team goals. Okay. So in Florida, I was like, yeah, I don't think there's going to be a 2019 retreat. And there was like a little bit of like, some sighs. Okay. So Genesis Project is the company. I'm going to take this off for a minute. Genesis Project is the company that we use. It's 2 women that do the gifts analysis. They do your name analysis. They tell you what you're great at. They tell you what your brain does. There's 8 different types of brains. They basically empower you to feel amazing about the way you were created so you can go out and do your mission, okay? And we have done Genesis 1 with them. Then we did Genesis 2. And now I just had a phone call with Cindy 2 weeks ago, and I have another call with her in 2 days. We are creating a Genesis 3. For next year. It will not be in January. I will tell you that. It's too crazy to plan around Christmas. But there's going to be a Genesis 3. There's also going to be, for some of you coaches who are new, there's also going to be a Genesis 1 starting at the beginning so that other new coaches can catch up. And when they're like, what's Genesis 3? New coaches that are coming into the team can be a part of that. So there is going to be a Genesis 1 in September. The qualifications for that are to be determined. There's going to be a Genesis 3 in early 2019. Qualifications are still to be determined. And then there's going to be Summit Staycation. Again, as I was just talking about, though, these things can't happen unless there's a business that's thriving and creating income to pay for these things, right? So I felt like it was really important to talk about what my goals are so that you can figure out how you fit into it, because every single person matters, right? So my goal, I broke them up by summit, or I broke them up so that it was by summit. My goal is to be a 10-star diamond team by summit, right? Because a 10-star diamond bonus pays for Genesis 1 and Genesis 3. And in Florida, I told everyone that the bonuses that come from Star Diamond, because I passionately feel like I wouldn't be getting those bonuses without Star Diamond coaches on our team, that gets reinvested back into the team. So team t-shirts at Summit, team dinners at Summit. All of those things that are paid for because the team has come together to create that income. So a 10-star diamond bonus pays for those things. So currently I'm a 5-star. I'm a lifetime 6-star. So that means that there need to be 5 more diamonds that pop before June. So if you are on my team and you're not a diamond, or if you are a diamond and you're a fallen diamond and you want to contribute to that, we need to talk. Tracy 2, a 3-star by Summit. Brandy is one of the 1-stars. Tracy 2 is currently a 1-star, and Brandy Truex is making that happen. She's just been working her tail off for 3 years. And there's other coaches on that second business center, and that helps because right there, that's contributing toward Elite, and Elite contributes toward the bonuses that pay for these things. 50 coaches at Summit, because Summit is awesome and Summit gets people fired up, and Summit is a non-negotiable for people that want to build a business for sure. We'll talk about that at the end. 10 coaches at Emerald before Summit, and the reason why is because 10 coaches making Team Cycle bonus, getting their Shakeology paid for, earning free leads because they're hitting Success Club. Emerald coaches contribute. Even if you're an Emerald forever, you are getting your product paid for and you are motivated to keep sharing what you're doing. And that is just as important as a diamond coach. 2 coaches tracking to make 75,000 and 5 coaches tracking to make 50,000. I really want to be big on creating income opportunities this year. 4-time Elite, because Elite gets our team calls with Autumn, which the date is to be determined, but I know we have a call coming up with Autumn, which only comes because we're an Elite team, which comes from you all working. And 2 coaches at the 5-star retreat in October. Not as my guests, but they're on their own, which would be amazing. Okay, so I want to wrap this call up. How to build momentum into March. I came up with 12 things, all right? Here they go. Determine a way for the ultimate portion fix to fit into your branding, right? Elise and I probably voxed about 800 times to get our minds clear on how do we incorporate 2B mindset people into this. And she and I, along with Amanda all kind of got to a place where it felt authentic. Figure that out. If you're struggling with it, talk to your coach. If you want to get certified because you need confidence in inviting, you've got that opportunity. If you want to grab that March 4th date where you as a coach can experience this program for 2 weeks so that you can help invite other coaches, definitely do that. If you're somebody that attracts other family members, then use the family fix and work that into your audience, especially with these lunches and especially with this cookbook that's coming up. 2, leverage the reshoot of the 21-day fix and the 21-day fix extreme to make it compelling to be a coach. Heidi just put something in FaithFully Fit Central and she was like, hey, what's the program that got you in the best shape? If you haven't seen that thread, go read it. It's amazing. 21-day fix, 21-day fix, 21-day fix, 21-day fix. I mean, there have been people on our team that have been like hugely impacted by this. Sign on coaches because there's never been a better time to be a coach. This is an amazing opportunity. And then find old challengers who had great success with it but don't have a coach anymore. I promise you those people are out there. Inviting and follow-ups are the secret to changing more lives. So 10x inviting for Transform 20 is showing the compound effect in volume and team cycle bonuses for those who made it an effort. So the ones that really made the push and got big challenge groups for Transform 20 and started that inviting back in December, those are the ones that are now seeing the reward from their team cycle bonus. Remember, team cycle bonus takes like 60 to 90 days to catch up after you have a big surge. And every elite coach will tell you that inviting and follow-up are the keys to their success, always. So we've talked about it before. Make a list, make a list, make a list, and use it. The Success Club tracker, right? There's a reason that we track what we eat. There's a reason that we're tracking what we're doing in T20, because when you track, you can find your trends. So I love the fact that we're really incorporating tracking now into our accountability groups with our new coaches. 5, help new coaches sign up 3 to 5 warm market customers in their first 2 weeks so they are immersed in the business. That is key to helping new coaches take their own initiative to maintain momentum. You guys, coaches that get to be Emerald quickly, coaches that get confident quickly and are like, wow, okay, I could do this, are successful long-term more than a coach who sort of lingers by themselves. Remember, FaithFully Fit Academy is not perfect, okay? It's the best thing I think that we have because we've tried other trainings, first of the month, join this training group. Those get crazy, but it might not be the best for every learner. The best way to get someone up to speed is to do a 3-way Zoom call with your upline coach, the personally sponsored coach, and the new coach, right? Maybe the upline coach doesn't need to be there. Maybe it depends on what your situation is, but like that face time. Get that face time with your brand new coaches. Get them ingrained in our team. Get them on a team call. Help them understand what we do and help give them the confidence to know that anyone can do this job if they're willing to put themselves out there. Recognition is legit. I think our team does a pretty good job of that. Lots of recruiters of the month, lots of healthy transformations and challenge groups. Shakeology. I think the longer that we coach, we forget to talk about what makes it so special. Okay, if we forget to talk about Shakeology and we spend more time talking about weight loss and fitting in jeans, your challengers that you attract are going to be in this more for vanity than they are for long-term health. And I know I totally fall into this category where I am not talking about the fact that I am almost 5 years of drinking Shakeology every day. I drink it on Christmas morning, you guys. Like, I don't miss a day of it because I want the ingredients in my body. I do talk about weight loss. I do talk about feeling strong. I talk about all those things more than I probably talk about how I'm fueling my body. So I fall into this trap. So look through your feed. Ask yourself, what vibe am I putting out there? And is that in alignment with who I want to attract? All right. And you're going to find lifers when you attract the people that want their long-term health to be a priority. So you have to talk about why that is for you, which goes into tell your story. Where did you start? What happened? What has it resulted in, right? If you tell your story and you talk about overlaying, this is the way things used to be, here are the way things are now, and you share that with your current health, how you move, what your fitness is like, even financial freedom, the trips you take, or the bills you're able to pay, whatever your situation might be, stories is what gets your followers emotionally connected to you, and that is what makes them say, I want you to be my coach. Road to Elite. It's easy to track. If you don't know how to look it up in the back office, it's back there. It's so easy to see. Even if your goal is not elite, there are milestones that show you, oh, my volume is not tracking where it should be. I need to talk to my coach about coming up with a game plan. Or, oh, my team is not hitting Success Club. Gosh, if my team isn't hitting Success Club, then they're not making any money. They might not be in this for the long term. I need a better plan. The Road to Elite maps out where you have holes in your business that you can create a game plan around. So if you don't know how to find that, it's posted every single Friday in the back office. Last, your attitude is everything. This is where PD falls into play. So coaches who thrive and stay focused and positive on their activity, especially their inviting, especially their follow-ups, those are the ones that are abundant in what they attract. Coaches who get frustrated fall into the trap of blaming. They get fearful. They get scared. They get embarrassed that they put themselves out there. They get frustrated. They get angry. You cannot help people when you're in that mental state. And we all get into that mental state. So you've got to do PD around your mental state and how you can stay positive so that you're attracting those positive people. Because when we're positive, we're fun. And when we're fun, we attract people that want to be part of our team and our vibe. Make Summit a non-negotiable. If you are on the fence, go to Summit. If you really want to make this work, you've got to make the investment in your business. It is amazing for what it does to your social media. It's amazing what it does for you feeling confident in what we do, period. You got to get to Summit. Beachbody, Fruit Punch Energized. Use it, share it, highlight it, get excited about it. Give it out to some of your challengers for having a transformation. Get excited about product releases because it's awesome that we have more things to get excited and talk about. And then Morning Meltdown 100. Make a plan for its launch. Figure out if you're about ready to do 80-day obsession, if you're about ready to do Transform 20 for a second time, if you're going to do Autumn's new remix of The Fix, look at your calendar so that you're able to make sure that in July, your body is ready to jump in with Jericho for 100 days so that you can be part of that launch and part of that breadcrumbing with your team and with the people that follow you. Okay. That's all I got. And I'm 3 minutes short. I didn't do it in 45 minutes, but I did it in less than an hour. This whole PowerPoint is going to go into the Faithfully Fit Central page so that you can go look at some of the slides and take pictures. I think the most pressing thing is going to be, we'll put a post up with a Facebook link if you want to be part of the 0 to 3 month or the new coach Launchpad group, because those calls are going to be starting the first Wednesday in March. So we'll get that organized over the next week or so, and then you are able to join either the afternoon or the nighttime calls with the 2-star and get started there. And then the Tuesday calls start next Tuesday. So hopefully we'll see some of you guys on those calls, and hopefully Brandy will still pop in and do a power hour ever so often, since I want to see her on Beachbody Champions. We need to add that to the Faithfully Fit goals, is to put Brandy there running one of those live. Love it. Okay, that's all I got. Do you guys have any questions? No. All right, cool. Thank you guys for sitting on. I will see you guys next month when we do another call. But hopefully you're not feeling too overwhelmed and you can take some time to digest.
Thank you.
All right, guys. See ya.
Bye.